going on, guys? Welcome to Outside the Brand. This is your AEW Dynamite post show for August 16th, 2023. I'm your host, Phil, and of course, this is Outside the Brand. Thank you so much for joining me right here on your Wednesday nights, wherever you may be. My camera's so fucking blurry. What the hell?
That shit blurry as hell.
Boy, golly.
Why is it so blurry?
Are you filming on a toenail, bro? Sheesh.
Phil, hold your hand in front of it, not super close, but like enough to where it'll focus on your hand. Then now back it away. It should slowly focus itself. Oh, it's working. It's trying. It's trying. I see it's struggling.
Come on, you can do it.
There we go.
There we go.
There he is.
You know
There's
what?
that crispy quality.
Just had to reset it. Honestly, I just had to reset it. Honestly. All right, guys, we're here. Sorry about that. There's always something fucking up here on this show. Guys, we're here to talk about AEW Dynamite tonight. AEW Allin is legitimately like what, a week from, like, it's not this weekend, but next weekend.
Next Sunday.
It's next weekend, and I'm gonna say this, guys, and you guys can stop me if I'm, if I'm just talking out of my ass here, but a lot of people have a right to not be totally excited about this show. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
Agree.
Because not to mention,
look, I mean, go ahead. Yeah.
Not to mention, they have another pay-per-view like 7 days later. So how the fuck they gonna build that up to?
Right. They have All Out 7 days after this. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. And here's the thing, guys. The card is not even that bad looking. It's really not. It's just some of the matches that everybody that is a fan of AEW thinks that should have been on the card isn't on the card. And it's like, they're building this as the biggest pro wrestling event ever. It's not really fitting up to that narrative right now.
No, well,
personally,
look, nobody wants to see Ospreay and Jericho in a match.
None.
It'll be a decent match, but nobody wants.
I don't think it's gonna be a bad match by any means, but I didn't think it was gonna be that. I didn't think it was gonna And I heard the rumors about that match happening, but I didn't think that was gonna be the match.
If I'm being honest, most of it kind of seems like filler.
Okay,
that should not be the case on one of the biggest wrestling show ever.
Because we got 8 matches on the card, 1 match on the buy-in. The other matches are on the actual show. Loff is in the chat. What's going on, brother? Yeah. Look, we'll talk about Tony. We got Aussie Open defending the titles against MJF and Adam Cole. That's fine. That's a lot more storytelling than what people actually realize. One of those two are going to turn on the other. That's what's most likely going to happen there. FTR versus the Young Bucks. That's fine. I like that. It's the rubber match, 3rd match out of their series. Cool. Whatever. The 4-way for the AEW Women's World Championship. They did this whole goddamn tournament to determine who's going to be in this match. The champion had to legitimately qualify to get into the match herself, so that made no sense. But when the tournament was announced, we all knew it was going to be Britt Baker, Saraya, and Toni Storm gonna bye because she was the previous world champion.
That's so stupid.
Made no sense.
That's so stupid. Why couldn't the champion get a bye?
Made no sense.
The champion should have gotten a bye.
That made no sense. But they are calling back to the first Fatal 4-Way for the women at the first All-In, so that's why they're doing a Fatal 4-Way for this. Cool. You want to do a callback to the first All-In? That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. It's just the way you went about it. Kind of weird. Darby Allin and Sting versus the Mogul Embassies, AR Fox and Spurs Strickland in a coffin match. I didn't even know this was a coffin match until like a couple of days ago. Weird stipulation, but I guess it's okay. I want Nick Wayne in Sting's spot and have Sting in a singles match, but I guess it's fine. I guess it is what it is. I want Sting in a singles match, but we got that. Then we got the Golden Elite in Kota Ibushi, and this was confirmed tonight, by the way. Kota Ibushi, Kenny Omega, and Hangman Adam Page versus Jay White, Juice Robinson, and Konosuke Takeshita. Random ass six-man tag. Not gonna lie to you. Honestly, I would have just taken Omega and Takeshita at that point. But I mean, it is what it is. It's gonna be a great six-man tag, but just weird the way they went about it.
I think they're saving that one-on-one for All Out.
This one was announced today too. Yeah. They might be saving it for All Out, honestly, considering it's a week later. And we got Stadium Stampede, which we haven't seen that fucking match in forever, it seems like. Kenny Omega, not Kenny Omega. Eddie Kingston, Orange Cassidy, Best Friends and Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta, the Lucha Bros, versus the Blackpool Combat Club's John Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta, with 3 others to be determined. We don't even know the other 3 yet. So, it's a 12-person Stadium Stampede match in Wembley Stadium in front of 80,000 plus.
That's crazy.
What?
That's crazy.
Then we got Will Ospreay versus Jericho, and then MJF defending the AEW World Title against Adam Cole, which is gonna be. Look, I don't care what anybody says. MJF and Adam Cole are gonna fucking kill it in that main event.
Oh, for sure.
They sold me on what they did tonight. They sold me on that match. What they did tonight. The match card isn't bad. It's not a bad card. It's just that matches that we thought were going to be on the card aren't. CM Punk and Samoa Joe are still rumored to be added to the card. That's not the match I want CM Punk in. I wanted Kenny Omega. But they don't want to fucking work with each other because they're fucking children. Then, I mean, like, you had fucking layups on this card.
And he somehow
You had layups. And you fucking missed them. And you missed them.
Versus
Laugh. I mean, I'm talking your language right now, brother. I'm talking basketball. There were so many layups on this show that you could have done.
Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay, the third, was right there.
Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay would have taken. Kenny Omega versus Takeshita. That would have been a fine singles match. I'd love to see that match. But you do this 6-man tag. You're doing CM Punk versus Samoa Joe for the 4th time. When we already saw that already on Collision. I don't know. I really, really don't know.
Yeah. Totally
and Andrade versus Malachi Black is also rumored to be on the card, but which I'm fine with that. I think Andrade and Malachi Black would fucking kill it, but I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know about this card. Like, people have a right to not be excited about Allin. Not to mention the, backstage shit that's going on right now in AEW. Not to mention that shit. Did you guys hear about that?
Yes, I did. Apparently, a lot of people
aren't
happy with the All-In card.
I wanted to make a video about that whole CM Punk bullshit on Collision, but I didn't get around to it. But we're gonna talk about AEW Dynamite tonight, and
Punch it
that
on.
we're gonna talk about that shit show of a Texas Chainsaw Massacre death match. That bullshit. The worst match in AEW's history,
And
bar
it
none.
involves Jeff Hardy, which makes me upset.
Bar none. That was the worst match in AEW's history. Um, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna be talking about basically everything else that happened on the show tonight. So if you guys want to stick around, if you guys want to just chat it up with us about AEW Dynamite tonight, hit the like button, turn on the bell for all notifications. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Episode 407 right here on the podcast. We have Fight for the Fallen. That began tonight. Basically, all the proceeds from AEW Dynamite tonight, when it came to merchandise sales, ticket purchases, basically anything that happened on AEW Dynamite tonight, is going to be donated to the Maui Food Bank for the fires that went on over there in Maui. So that was a W by Tony Khan right there. I mean, moving Fight for the Fallen that was supposed to be next week's Dynamite to this week's Dynamite to really get that money to Maui. That's a W right there. So good on Tony Khan for that. Not only is it going to be for AEW Dynamite and AEW Rampage, which is, I believe, still going on right now. Maybe they're just starting because it usually does take them a while to, change everything. But not only did the proceeds from Dynamite go to the food bank tonight, but also for Collision on Saturday. So Collision proceeds will go to the Maui Food Bank as well, which is absolutely fantastic. So good on Tony Khan for that. But guys, other than the Texas Chainsaw Massacre death match, which we all, unanimously hated, how'd you feel about the show tonight, guys? I mean, we're getting matches put on the All-In card, but like I said, not many people are too happy about it.
I thought the show was a good show. I thought it was a decent show. Besides that dumpster fire of a match, whatever the fuck it was. Besides that, yeah. And also Osprey and Jericho, I am not for that, but whatever. Gotta get them both on the card somehow, right? Yeah, other than that, it was a good show.
Yeah. I think I don't know if TJ's still here or not. He's here, but I don't think he's here.
That was driving.
I am here. Sorry, my roommate
Okay.
was talking to me.
Okay. Just going over the card in general, bro. How'd you feel about the show overall tonight, other than that Texas Chainsaw Massacre death match that we all, like I said, unanimously hated for what it was?
The rest of the show was pretty solid. I will say this: there is one match where my mind instantly went into the thoughts of an insane booker, and now I have a theory that I hope will not come true, but I'm scared it will. So when we get there, I can't wait to talk about it.
Does it have anything to do with the women?
Oh boy, does it!
Okay.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what
I
you're talking
think
about.
I caught it in our chat earlier, but we'll get there when we get there.
I think I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
So we'll get there when we get there. So we started Fight for the Fallen this week. It'll move on to AEW Collision. So good W there for Tony Khan. It was supposed to be next week's show, but they moved it to this week. But let's get right into AEW Dynamite tonight, guys. But before we do, hit the like button. Like I said, subscribe, do all the things. Go down to the link in the description for the WWE Shop affiliate. Go get anything you want from WWE Shop. It's not technically on me, but any of the proceeds that I get from your purchase go directly to the channel. That way we can continue making great content for you guys. People ask me all the time if it's like a discount link or whatever. It's not really a discount link. I wish it was, but it's not. So go get anything that you want from WWE Shop tonight, or basically any night. So follow us on social media. All the TikTok links are down in the description below. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Threads at PhillyMet_. And thank you to today's sponsor, SeatGeek, an official application you can get on your phone or on the interwebs where you guys can go get tickets basically for anything you want to go to. You want to go to a concert, you get that. You want to go to a football game that is coming around the corner because football is legitimately weeks away, you can go to a football game. You want to go to a pro wrestling show, like an AEW Dynamite, like a Monday Night Raw, like a Friday Night SmackDown, like a Collision, or fucking WrestleMania,
which we will be at.
Go use SeatGeek. So, thank you, SeatGeek, for being a part of our family. We love being a part of yours. Use the code OTB at checkout for $20 off your first purchase using SeatGeek. So, thank you guys. We appreciate it. Let's get right in to AEW Dynamite tonight. We kick things off. A dull special Fight for the Fallen edition of AEW Dynamite with the man that seems to start Dynamite every single fucking week, Orange Cassidy, the international champion. He's defending the title tonight against Yuta of the Blackpool Combat Club. Good match. Honestly, very solid match between these two. I didn't really expect anything less from these two, because we all know Yuta is a good professional wrestler at what he is, and Orange Cassidy's great. The International Championship was retained again tonight.
Bro, Tony, I don't know what dirt Orange Cassidy has on him, but bro,
dude,
I love Orange Cassidy.
I
love Orange Cassidy. God damn, bro.
I saw this whole stat. I don't know if I liked the tweet or not. I didn't. Damn it. I wanted to get that tweet. Because it's astonishing the way people are like... I mean, people are legitimately comparing the reigns right now of Orange Cassidy and Roman Reigns, and it's fucking wild.
I saw that tweet. It was hilarious. I saw it.
Like, damn, I'm not even gonna be able to find it. I really don't think so. But like, it's like in the 1,080 days or 80 plus days that Roman Reigns has held the undisputed Universal Championship, he's defended it like. I really wanted to find that tweet. I'm not gonna be able to find it now. But he's defended it like a handful of times with like over 30 days of like it being defended like on average, right? Which is totally not even really true, because I mean he doesn't fucking defend the title. Or he defends the title when, you know, when it's the big events. And then Orange Cassidy, he's defended this thing like almost every 10 days of his championship reign, which is fucking wild. Because it's true, because he defends the championship almost every week. The guy just doesn't... he doesn't rest. He does not rest at all. Just wild, man. I mean, I love Orange Cassidy, but damn.
That man ain't never losing that championship. Goddamn.
Yeah, no, he's never losing that title. Like, I don't know what it's gonna take for him to lose that championship, because guy's just never losing it. He's had this championship for ages. I want to look this up right now, because, yeah, obviously he's the longest reigning champion. The longest reigning champion of 307 days, bro.
Oh my lord.
307 days.
Oh, he gotta lose that title. He gotta lose the title. ASAP.
He won it on Dynamite on October 12th of last year.
That's crazy.
It's fucking wild. All right. But the match is not bad by any means between Orange Cassidy and Wheeler Yuta. Great stuff there. How do you guys feel about the way that AEW has been using Wheeler Yuta as of late? Because Yuta, in every single Blackpool Combat Club match, whenever it's a 6-man tag, a tag team match, whatever, the man always gets pinned. He had to have gone pinned tonight because it was a one-on-one match for the championship. I like Wheeler Yuta, and I think Wheeler Yuta is absolutely one of the most underrated people that they do have in that company because of how good he really is. And I feel like a lot of people don't really give the respect that honestly he deserves at times. But the guy has to be looked at as like the weak link of the BCC. Because the guy just keeps getting pinned, and they're not really doing anything with it.
For sure.
He is definitely
Like, he's a great wrestler, but he's the weak link here. And all of it.
Every group has to have their weak link, and he's the unfortunate soul.
Because TJ, I mean, like, he gets pinned in everything that they do. Yeah. I mean, he had to get pinned tonight because of the match, but, I mean, every time, bro.
Even with Shota in there, didn't he still get pinned in the Blood and Guts?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he still got pinned, yeah. But hey, put some respect on Shota Umino's name, man. Shota's great.
For sure, yeah.
But yeah, I like Wheeler. I like Wheeler and what he does.
He got choked
but
out in the Blood and Guts match.
Yeah, he got choked down in the Blood and Guts match, and Moxley had to tap out for him. Or not tap out, but surrender for him. Because he obviously couldn't speak. But
that's another thing too. Their production crew, they need to fix it because they make so many blunders over the last couple of years.
I was there live, so I didn't even really realize what happened up until the point where somebody actually pointed it out to me. I'm like, oh, okay.
Bro, there's so many blunders production-wise with that company.
And Mike Mansory is a part of the production team. Mike Mansory is a part of the production team who was honestly the lead camera guy for WWE in the truck. So, Mike, what are you doing?
For real.
But the match is not bad by any means. Orange Cassidy retained the goddamn title like I knew was going to happen. Like everybody probably knew was going to happen. But what is it going to take to get this man off of the International Championship, guys? Like, who is going to be that guy?
The Avengers. You need the Avengers.
Honestly, it
not even, bro.
You may not be wrong.
You need the Gauntlet.
Yep. That Infinity Gauntlet. Thanos.
Skip Thanos on his ass. Snap him out of reality, bro. But look, Orange Cassidy is great. I don't want anybody to misconstrue this. I think Orange Cassidy is absolutely fantastic at what he does.
But it's not that back after the title.
Not a lot of people like Orange Cassidy, but I do. And I understand. Like, I understand why. If you don't like the gimmick, fine. You know, it's just not your thing. But Orange Cassidy, he has made the championship look phenomenal. I'm not gonna not say that either. He's made this championship look great. But it's time for him to lose the title. And he's not even gonna be defending it at All Out because he's in that 8. He's not even gonna be defending the title at All Out because he's in this 12-person Stadium Stampede match. So, like...
No one Orange Cassidy, he's still defending All Out.
He's gonna have to defend it at All Out. He's gonna have to. And that's where I feel like the match, like, you have to end it there. You have to end it there. You're not gonna go a year-long reign with this championship. You just can't. End it at All Out. Find your opponent. You gotta find your opponent soon for All Out because
they need to find some way to.
We need to have a new champion.
They gotta find a way to build that pay-per-view. How are you gonna build that pay-per-view in a week?
We need to have a new champ. There's only one match announced for All Out, bro. Only one match so far.
And what even is that?
It's
Darby Allin versus Luchasaurus for the TNT title.
And Also,
That's trash.
Miro and
That's
Powerhouse Hobbs.
tragic.
Miro and Powerhouse Hobbs.
Who?
That one.
Who?
Miro and Powerhouse Hobbs. It didn't get announced, but he challenged him to
For
a match.
what?
He challenged him to a match on Collision.
For what though?
I don't know. To see
Just
who's
cause?
media. To see who's media, I guess. I don't know.
Yo.
Then put that shit on Collision, not on the pay-per-view.
But they gotta have something. They got a week to build that shit. Yeah. One Dynamite and one Collision.
I know
One
that, but
Rampage.
but you're not gonna put Powerhouse Hobbs versus Miro in a random match on All Out. Put that shit on Collision if that's the case. Ugh. Alright, well, Orange Cassidy retained the title. We have no idea who the fuck is going to take the title off of him. I like OC, but it's time for him to move
I'm
on.
telling you, bro, it's gonna take the Avengers, man.
It's gonna be
And the
Roman.
Turtles.
Roman's the only one at this point who can take it off.
Yes.
Because
Roman's the only
everybody
one
else
at this
is
point
like,
that can fucking take the title.
Yes, get Roman over there.
So, Cassidy legitimately had no time to celebrate his retention here because the BCC then attacked him. Then the best friends show up to even the odds. Then, when that seemed to fall, the Lucha Bros came out of fucking nowhere to even the odds. But then when they fell, Eddie Kingston comes out, went right after Claudio because he's back from Japan, back from the G1. Was it Naito that won the G1?
Yes,
Yes.
thank God.
Yeah, it was Naito.
Thank
Um,
God.
It was.
I love Okada.
Was
but
it
thank
like
God.
it was Naito versus who?
Okada.
Okada.
It was nice going. Fuck! It's always Okada. Always Okada.
It's
in the
always
finals.
Okada.
I feel like
It's always. That's why it's funny when people are like, "Oh, Tanahashi is the John Cena of NJPW." No,
I should've known
it's
that.
not. It's Okada.
I should have known. I should have known it was gonna be Okada.
You know what would have been pretty fucking cool if Ospreay would have beat Okada, and since Ospreay's been working with AEW, they could have pushed the finals back to All In.
Shaboom.
Could have actually done that.
Ospreay at All In.
Boom.
That's
Could
the
have actually done
G1
that.
Climax final. Phil, call your father. Call your father.
Call him.
This shit. I can't.
You
I
hear
can't,
it.
bro.
I don't have to fucking turn up the volume. You hear this? Do better.
Well, I'm trying, son, but like, it's hard with WWE constantly on my dick. I'm trying. You know, I can't sit here and take this fucking shit. I already got MJF and Adam Cole now clotheslining my workers, and they're gonna think I'm a bad boss when I'm not a bad boss. You know I'm not a bad boss.
That was fantastic.
You know I'm
that
not
was
a bad
fantastic. That was absolutely fantastic, by the way. That whole segment.
Indeed.
My nose hurts now. I sniffed way too fucking hard. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, you're.
Like I felt my brain rupture. I was
He
like,
sniffed the line.
So Eddie Kingston came out to even the odds, all this kind of a thing. He's back from Japan. With help from Kingston, the BCC got ran out of the building, or basically out of the ring into the crowd. With fans chanting for Kingston, who gets on the mic, and says that, look, BCC, I don't give a shit who you guys get, but it's going to be me, the Lucha Bros, Best Friends, and Orange Cassidy versus you three and whoever the hell that you guys want in Stadium Stampede.
so it's going to be House of Black, right?
The House of Black?
I just can't think of any of the trios right now.
Because there ain't no way in hell they're going to leave
it's-
House of Black off the card. There's no way they're leaving them off the
card. Because right now, what's rumored to be on All In is Malachi Black versus Andrade.
Oh!
So I don't think that's going to happen.
No. Save that
which
for
I
All
think is
Out,
going to
so
be
you can actually
fucking
have some fucking
incredible.
matches for that pay-per-view.
Unless they do
That's true too. Like, look,
Like,
either way, whatever weekend that shows up on, I think that's gonna fucking slap.
oh shit.
But I mean, I don't know who the other three are gonna be, but a 12-person stadium stampede match in front of 80,000 plus is gonna be insane.
Indeed.
So we'll see where that goes. So we cut to an interview with Jim Ross and Kenny Omega. He was going to address who he was going to be facing in All In, but then this happened. We find out that Don is actually a friend of Kenny's actual uncle, hence the whole Uncle Don, remarks that he's been calling him from before. Before Kenny says, you can't choose your family, even if Don Callis seems to be choosing his, suddenly don't beep at me during my show. Callis shows up and calls Omega out before the Bullet Club Gold rush in, blindsiding Kenny Omega and just beat his ass down. And JR is just sitting there. And he has no idea what to do. He's innocent in all of this. He's just sitting there. He's just trying to conduct an interview. And everybody's just attacking the guy that he was interviewing for All In. And I was like, poor JR. I'm like, what are you doing to the guy?
I love JR's reaction. He was like, you know what, my name Bennett, and I ain't in it.
He was just trying to do his job, and the guy just...
He said, my name is Paul, and that's between y'all.
So Takeshita joins in on the attack and lays out Omega. That's when I thought, all right, it's going to be Omega Takeshita. Cool. But then Hangman came out of nowhere, basically, in a backstage segment in front of an ambulance, because apparently the God of Pro Wrestling went to the hospital. Apparently, I don't know, maybe. I think that's what they're setting up. Hangman Page calls out the Callis before announcing the match for All In to be Omega, Page, and Kota Ibushi versus Jay White, Juice Robinson, and Konosuke Takeshita. So I was like, it's great that we're going to see Jay White at All In. It's great that we see Kota Ibushi again, because Kota Ibushi is fantastic. But the 6-man tag team match, I was like, huh. Okay. It's going to be good, but I didn't expect it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good show. Good. I just wish they had something better for Kenny.
I would have perfectly been fine with Takeshi in a singles match, bro. I would have been perfectly fine with that, but they wanted the 6-man tag team match instead.
I mean, which I get that, because they were gonna have Kota Ibushi on like all regardless. They were gonna have Kota. You know what I really would have loved to see? Kota and Kenny versus either FTR or the Bucks.
It would have been cool. How do you feel about the 6-man tag here, TJ? I mean, I would have been perfectly fine with the singles match between Takeshi and Omega, but they decided to do a 6-man.
Again, like you said, a singles would have been great here, and then do the 6-man at fucking All Out.
Yeah.
I think he's forgetting.
I mean, maybe they're doing the singles match for All Out. I don't know. Like, maybe they
so
just
backwards to me.
Hey, bro, you have a pay-per-view the next week.
I think you might be right. I think he might be forgetting he has a pay-per-view the week after.
For real.
Because here's the thing. I understand why
it's 2 weeks in between.
Because here's the thing. I understand why they're not doing Omega and Ospreay here. I understand it to some extent, because I want to save it for Wrestle Kingdom. And you know,
that's understandable.
That's all fine and dandy for January. That's cool. I mean, I think a match between those two in front of 80,000 fans would have been fucking insane. I mean, because their last
Yes.
Wrestle Kingdom match was fucking incredible. And that's honestly putting it lightly. Fucking incredible is putting it lightly, to be honest. Like, I understand they want to save that for Wrestle Kingdom. Cool. But I would have done the singles match here and then do a 6-man and All Out or whatever they wanted to do, because it was just weird. Because the man that was supposed to be joining the Don Callis family, who wanted to, fucking got turned on tonight, and now we're getting this match at Allin. Yeah,
And
All In, not All Out. What's going
and
on,
I'll,
Sammy?
and I'm saying this right here. I
But
swear on everything I love, if Chris Jericho wins that match, Phil, me and your father gonna have a problem. Me and your father are gonna
in
have a
fact,
fucking
he
problem.
definitely should not.
Tay, don't worry, I got you. Phil, I need your father on the phone real quick. I need to talk to him directly.
God damn it, Tony!
Yeah, what's up?
TJ needs to talk to you about the Chris Jericho match.
Who the fuck is TJ? Oh, it's this guy. Look here, Tony, Anthony.
Yeah.
If Christopher, my wife, was somewhere she shouldn't have been on January 6th, Jericho wins this goddamn match.
Okay.
What are you gonna do? Huh? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do if he wins? I'll tell you what the fuck I'm gonna do. When you come down to Rosenberg, Texas for that Dynamite, and I'm sitting ramside, if you come out there and say hi to the fans, you remember what happened to Seth Rollins? I'm gonna do it to you. I wish the fuck you would. You know what? If you do that, guess what? Your blood's gonna be on AR Fox's shirt next. Yeah, try it, buddy. Try it and see what happens. Is that a fucking threat, Tony? I don't take kindly to fucking threats. All right, the only person I take advice from and take threats from is my mother, and my mother doesn't even threaten me. All right, so if you want to threaten me, you better have some balls to back it up. Hey, I'll tell you this: I own a fucking football team, son. So if I have threats, I can definitely back it up. All right. Phil, you better tell your friends to watch who they're talking to. Phil, you better tell your father to watch who the fuck he's talking to, or Don Gatsby is gonna have to make him sleep with the fucking fishes, alright? Now get the fuck on, you gabagool, bitch.
Gabagool.
Alright, let's talk to you later, Tone.
You made my fucking mafia come out. I never have to do that. See? I'm a respectable gentleman.
That was good, though.
Fucking
That was
mafia
good,
come
though.
out.
So we're back at ringside, and we see, this. We see this painting with a blank sheet over it, and the dapper yapper Justin Roberts says, "Here is that piece of shit Don Callis." Not literally, but that's what I call him. I love it.
Yes, it is, Sammy. Tony Khan is William's dad.
Phil Khan, Tony
Was
Khan.
that really your dad?
See the connection?
No, my dad isn't back there. No, but I mean, we do this whole bit on the show. But the piece of shit Don Callis is out there, waiting for the arrival of Chris Jericho to see if he's gonna join the Don Callis family or not. We come back from commercial break, and Jericho is about to address if he is going to be in the family. Jericho says that it was disappointing to see that the society walk out on him, the JAS, but he stands by what he said before. Jericho doesn't join factions, he creates them. So, as far as joining the Don Callis family goes, my answer is yes. Don Callis is fucking ecstatic at this point. He is fucking jumping up and down. He is, he's legitimately a kid in a candy store at this point. He's giving Jericho a hug before he gets ready to leave because he wants to celebrate in, where the fuck were we again tonight? Nashville, because he wanted to go drinking with some hicks. I think he wanted to go drinking with some hicks. I think that's what he said on national television. So I was like, okay, thanks, Don. Because he is a piece of shit. I'm telling you, man, he's a piece of shit. It's that fucking piece of shit, Don Callis. So So, he wants to go drinking, have a good time, celebrate that he wants to be a part of the family. Jericho wants to see what is behind the black sheep. So he takes the black sheet off.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not lying to you guys when I say this. It was a picture of Don Callis holding the head of Chris Jericho.
I forgot what
Jericho
movie
was
that
beheaded
was. I forgot what movie that was. I'd love to see
in
that.
this picture.
You know what it looked
And
like?
I'm not gonna lie, it was a good looking painting.
Yeah.
It was
You know
sick.
what
It was sick looking.
You know what it looked like? It looked like that scene in the 2018 Halloween movie where that dude was holding up Michael Myers' mask. That's how
I
the
probably
footage
could have been
was.
what they were referencing. But it was a good looking painting. It was just, disturbing because seeing Jericho's seeing Jericho get beheaded is kind of weird. Um,
Yeah, because
Jericho
bro,
really,
why the fuck are you holding my decapitated head? Like, what is this?
so Callis tries to backpedal, as that piece of shit would always try to do. Jericho demands that the truth would come out of Don Callis, who admits that he thought that Jericho would have said no, because he has a massive ego, and Callis runs Jericho down, saying that Jericho doesn't even deserve to be a part of the family. But Jericho asked, who is Don Callis? Years ago, Don wasn't even in the business of professional wrestling, and nobody cared about him. But thanks to Jericho, he was able to join AEW and become a much bigger deal. Jericho runs down Callis by calling him a lowlife. Um, then Callis slapped Jericho out of frustration, which led Jericho to going after Callis before Takeshita intervened.
Yeah.
Jericho then fights off Takeshita and got knocked out by Will Ospreay, which basically all but confirmed the match for Allin. Ospreay then grabbed a steel chair, laying out Chris Jericho with it before standing over the former world champion and doing further damage alongside Takeshita and Callis. They grabbed the painting and smashed it over his head. The family then stood tall over Chris Jericho until Sammy Guevara rushed down to the ring to save Jericho, and the family hightailed it out of there. And that is how that segment ended. I honestly thought that they were going to do a random tag team match between Jericho and Sammy versus Takeshita and Ospreay. That's what I thought they were setting up. But they're doing the singles match.
No one, no,
I'd rather see the singles match between Jericho and Ospreay than that random tag team match, because I
no
thought
one
that tag
Tony
team match would have
Khan,
been random.
no one Tony Khan. It probably, I wouldn't be surprised.
That might be happening at All Out.
Probably.
That tag team match might be happening at All Out, and they did the singles match for All In. This All Out card is going to be fucking disgusting. You guys better choose which pay-per-view you're going to be watching, because I don't know if I'm going to be watching both of them. I really don't.
Also, does anyone else have a bad feeling that All In might end up not even being all that great?
No, like I said, people have a legit reason as to either not watch the show overall or just to not be excited about it. People have the right to do that. Like, it's not a bad card by any means.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Because if I'm being honest with you, the only matches to look forward to, honestly, are the main event, Bucks and FTR, and what else match it is? And then fucking 0 Hour. Everything else, and I guess Osprey and Jericho, just fucking Osprey. Other than that, eh.
This is still going to be, and it honestly is already the most successful when it comes to not only just the ticket sales and everything like that, but like the pay-per-view buys are going to be massive. I
Yeah.
know it's going to be massive.
Oh,
It's just
What is your prediction?
like
What is your prediction for how many matches are going to be on the card?
for how many matches that are going to be on the card. We already have 8. So I'd say there's going to be at least 14, 15 matches on this card.
I was going to say 20.
That's way too much, bro. That's not going to happen.
Look
I'd
at
say
you
at
talk.
least 14, 15.
It's the same guy who put 20 matches on Ring of Honor. So don't count him out. He will do it.
I'm hoping that had to have been multiple tapings. That couldn't have been just one card.
It was one show.
I'm hoping that it's multiple tapings. Then again, I have not watched Ring of Honor in fucking. I watched out one episode of Ring of Honor, that debut episode of Ring of Honor, since the since the buyout. Haven't watched it.
I'm not watching 14 fucking matches on one card.
Nah,
it's
I only watched
2 hours long.
I only watched one match.
First of all, you guys know that it's going to be going into the next day, so. You know the show is going to go into the next day. Every single pay-per-view goes into the next day now, which is fucking ridiculous.
All in starts at like 1, I think. 1 my time.
Oh, wait, that's right, because of the fucking time difference.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking right, dude. Thank you. Thank you. I was going to fucking watch this shit at 8 o'clock.
I said the show will be over by maybe 6.
That's too fucking
I was gonna fucking watch this shit at 8 o'clock, and I was gonna miss the show because of that.
That was
fucking time difference, bro. Fucking time difference. Okay, thank you. I actually needed that shit. But I mean, I'd much rather see that singles match than that random ass tag team match. That random ass tag team match might even be happening at All Out. So I don't know what the fuck they're doing. But I mean, it was a great segment though. It was a great segment to really set up the match though. I'm not gonna lie. It was a great segment to set up the match. I'm cool with it. The way that they had Jericho accept the offer, and then Jericho basically exposing Don for the piece of shit that he is. I liked it. I liked it overall. So I'm not even mad at it. But we'll see how it really goes down at Allin in about a week and a half. So
also nothing. Tony Khan, you got me fucked up. You think I'm paying $100 for 2 shows back to back? No. That's no.
I will say this though. I will say this before we get into the Darby and Nick Wayne match. He tried. He really tried.
Yeah, he did.
To get a combo deal for both All In and All Out. He really did.
Tried. Yeah, he tried.
He definitely tried. I've seen so many things about him like really trying to get like a double package type of deal for the shows. It's just that Bleacher Report Live, BR Live does not support that, and obviously traditional pay-per-views that like he tried to do like a BOGO type of deal. Traditional pay-per-views, like cable providers, don't do that either. So he tried. He tried everything that he could.
Well,
so I give him credit for that.
Yeah, I will give him credit. Well,
I give him credit for that.
I'll be watching it though.
So, yeah.
Other ways.
Yeah, and Optic, Omega Ospreay 3. That's gonna be most likely happening at Wrestle Kingdom.
That is cool, but could you imagine them in front of 80,000 people, bro?
Yeah, no, I much rather would have done it at All In, but I think they're just gonna save it for Wrestle Kingdom. We then had the Darby and Nick Wayne match versus the Gates of Agony and Toa Leona and Khan, and Bishop Khan. Not a bad match by any means. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really care for it all that much.
I didn't either.
But but Darby and Nick won this thing. Darby and Wayne set up their move on the top rope with Darby hitting a coffin drop on Khan while Wayne takes down Leona on the outside, and Darby gets the pin 1, 2, 3. Swerve and Fox look to go after Darby and Swerve, but then Sting showed up on the big screen. Joker's Sting, rather, showed up on the big screen. Fucking love Joker.
I love you, Joker Sting. Yeah.
He hyped up the coffin match for Allin before revealing that he's sitting alongside Prince Nana, who corrects him on how many days remain before being scared off by the Icon. So, I mean, this is a short tag team match here. Nick and Darby got the win. Joker Sting showed up. I really personally believe that this should be Nick Wayne's tag team match at Allin. But they gave it to Sting instead. I would have much rather had a Sting singles match. But I hope Nick Wayne is still involved in some way at Allin.
Who would Sting have faced?
Look, man, call me fucking crazy, but when they were doing the whole Sting and Jericho thing for a little bit?
Yep.
That they were doing? I would have done a career versus career and have Sting retire in front of 80,000 people.
True, but is Jericho really the one that retires Sting?
No, it would have been a great thing because it would have been. I think it would be their first singles match against each other.
Well, I think
if I'm not
Jericho
mistaken,
said he doesn't want. Jericho said he didn't want to work with Sting one-on-one anyway, so I don't know.
Yeah, but they did, didn't they? They did a tag team match together, so I mean, they couldn't have really been that bad.
I don't know. Jericho is full of shit sometimes. I don't know.
See, this is what I don't understand. CM Punk doesn't want to work with the Elite. The Elite don't want to work with CM Punk. Sting don't want to work with Jericho. Jericho don't want to work with Sting. It's a fucking professional wrestling business. I work with people who I don't like all the time.
Damn,
personally
like
and professionally.
Yeah, he don't like that CJ, damn.
Not you guys. Not you guys. I like personally and professionally. I work with people who I fucking don't like all the time. But I get up off my ass and I do it.
For the betterment
mainly because I need the money, but I do it.
For the betterment of the company.
And for my wallet. Because it pays well. But guys, it's a professional wrestling business. You work with people who you don't like all the time.
Well,
do it for the betterment of the business.
And
get it done.
If Hardy can work together after all the shit they went through.
Right. Like that's what I'm saying.
And then Riddle and Seth can't stand each other.
That's what I'm saying. Brett and Sean. Well, actually, no. Brett and Sean really didn't want to work with each other, but Vince said, "You know what? No. You're gonna do this fucking match, and you're gonna do, and it's gonna happen, whether anybody wants it or likes it or not." See, and this is what happens when Tony Khan over here, I don't even give a shit, doesn't know how to fucking be a boss.
He's a fan more than he's a boss.
Friend.
There's a time to be a friend.
He wants to be people's friends. He wants to be people's friends. He wants to book it for he wants to book it for whatever happens. You can't just do that. That's not how things work around here.
There's a time to be a boss, and there's a time to be a friend. You need to put your foot down. He needs to put his fucking foot down. He had to make a whole other show.
I don't mind that he has a personal relationship with these people outside of everything, right? But when it's time to work, it's time to fucking work. Like,
he had to make a whole nother show for one guy because they didn't want to work together. He had to make a whole nother show because one guy couldn't
and
shut
then
the fuck up.
that one guy kicked out Christopher Daniels, who is the talent relations guy of this fucking company. Matt Hardy, which I think Matt Hardy and CM Punk actually don't like each other, so that might have been a thing. But still, doesn't fucking matter. And then apparently, Jack Perry and CM Punk had an altercation backstage.
Now
at
that
Collision.
one I won't fault CM Punk for. That one he was in the right.
That one I don't even buy because I don't even think Jack Perry would be anything like that. Like for him to go against protocol and go against Tony Khan for a spot, like Jack Perry to me doesn't feel like anything that like he wouldn't do anything like that.
No, that's true. That's true.
So I don't even buy that story.
Also, how fucking narcissistic do you have to be like, oh, we'll do that, Saturday, even if it was to. Like, bitch, this ain't your show. First of all, I don't give a fuck what people say. Fuck you.
This is what happened before when the inmates were running the asylum for the first year and a half of the show. And then Tony Khan stripped the powers of the EVPs and, got a team around him. He still doesn't have a great team around him, but at least he has some people back there for him. Use the fucking people that you got.
He'll be back.
Thanks, TJ.
He'll be back.
Yeah, no, I know. Just fucking give me a warning. Just give me a fucking warning next time. But like, use the people that you got and act like a fucking boss, and be the boss
and for
of your fucking show. Because this isn't CM Punk's. This isn't CM Punk's company. This is not CM Punk's company. This is not the Elite's company. You may have Elite in the name, but this is not their fucking company. This is not CM Punk's company. Act like a fucking boss and really run the show.
Well, could you imagine if fucking fucking The Rock tried to do that to Vince McMahon when he was working there? He would tell you, hey, I will fire your ass. He don't give a fuck. He will fire your ass.
Yeah, I don't know. But, I mean, it is what it is. So Adam Cole and MJF went to Outback Steakhouse to prepare for their 0-hour match against Aussie Open. Fucking great. Then they're gonna watch some movie together, like a 2-part movie, and then MJF says, "Look, man, I got another move that we can practice together. Okay, it's called the kangaroo kick." And then he practiced it on a wall. He's like, "Look, dude, you've had some crazy ideas in the past, but this has to be the dumbest idea you ever had." He's like, "Dude, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Just trust me." He's like, "No." He's like, "The way we're gonna do this is with a double clothesline." And that's it. Then we go to the parking lot with them arriving to the arena. MJF had to go take a piss. Then Adam Cole says, "We'll see you after commercial break." Roderick Strong, being the jealous boyfriend that he is, says, "Cole! Cole!" And then he kicked the tire of MJF's car. Then the Kingdom tried to, Then the Kingdom tried to, keep him calm.
He really did have like a jealous ex-boyfriend. He really did.
Yeah.
He is. He is a jealous ex-girlfriend of this thing. But we come back from commercial break. MJF and Adam Cole, they're basically just pumping up everything from for their match at Allin. I'll just say this. I'm not going to go over everything that they said in this promo because it was a lot, but Adam Cole basically said that wherever he was in the world of professional wrestling, he has been the top guy. And look, we may be friends heading into this match, Max, but at the end of the day, I'm going to win this world championship because this means everything to me. Then MJF spoke out and said, look, that's a great story, but I'm going to fucking win this thing because at the end of the day, as soon as I started doing this thing, I had two dream opponents. One being Cody Rhodes and one being Adam Cole Bay. I was just working my ass off in the indies until 2018 showed up and the first Allin came around. He DM'd Cody, wanting an opportunity. And as the show was drawing closer, he knew that his dream was slipping away. Up until the point where then Cody finally gave him that opportunity and said, MJF, you're all in. He lost that night to, I believe it was Matt Cross. I believe it was Matt Cross.
I don't know who that is.
He was actually a part of Tough Enough one season. Crazy enough.
I don't remember the majority of the Tough Enough guys. Okay.
But I believe it was Matt Cross. He lost to Matt Cross that night in the opening match. But, it gained the attention of Tony Khan, who gave him a contract for AEW. He ultimately won the AEW World Championship throughout this entire deal. And now he's going to be fighting with his best friend in front of the biggest crowds of all time. And he's going to be facing him for the World Championship. He's like, everything... Like, this means a lot to me, but this doesn't mean everything to me. What means everything is this, the Triple B. If Cole thinks for 1 second that MJF is going to be laying down just so that Adam Cole could win the title, he's lost his damn fucking mind. MJF says that he's going to win in Wembley, and that'll make him legendary. So, they go back and forth for a little bit longer. This whole thing basically just culminated with them saying, Justin Roberts, whether anybody wants to believe it or not, he's going to be announcing, and still your AEW World Champion, MJF, because I am better than you, and you know it. And then Adam Cole says, I think Justin Roberts is going to say, and new AEW World Champion, Adam Cole, baby. Then they fist bumped each other. Aussie Open came out of nowhere, attacked them, and then they got the better hand of Aussie Open at the end of all of this. They just they got the better of them, and that's set up for everything for the buy-in, and it's the only match on the buy-in. From what MJF said. So, it's going to be an hour buy-in, but they're going to be doing this one match. Which is great. At least we're not getting, 4 to 5 matches on the buy-in. They need to do one match buy-ins for the rest of the time.
This is Tony Khan we're talking about.
But this was great. This was a great segment. This is a great segment. I mean, they sold me on this match right here. MJF and Adam Cole, two of the best in the business on the microphone, and they sold me on this match right here. I mean, they already sold me on the match with everything else that they gave us, with the tag team, and then, during this whole blind eliminator tournament and all that kind of a thing. They sold me on the match right then and there. But this promo, I'm ready to see it, man. I'm ready to see it. So how y'all feeling about it?
I loved it. I love the promo. It got me very excited for the match. I can't wait to. At first, I was a little skeptical about it being the main event, but they sold me, man. I think it's gonna be a great main event. And at least win, lose, or draw, no matter who wins, they can say, "Hey, I main evented the biggest show in wrestling history."
Yeah.
Yep.
And a lot of people didn't even
Uh,
think that. A lot of people didn't even think that this match was even worthy to be the main event of the biggest wrestling show in history.
I was one of those people.
But with the way that this was going down, guys, it's easily something that could honestly main event any show. To be quite honest with you,
Yo,
what you think, Tish?
honestly, and I might be in the minority, I think they should win the ROH tag titles before the match.
I mean, I'm not mad at it. I'm not against it.
I could see it happening, honestly.
I can honestly see it happening, but I can also see that match just being for storyline purposes, and whoever you know, I think it could honestly just set up on who is going to be turning on who.
By the
Because
way, things,
because Adam Cole did get ready for a super kick, and then all of a sudden he just got back up in a normal position. So
I don't know if anybody caught this, but when he hugged MJF, he was glancing down at the AEW title.
so I mean, like, look, I mean, they're doing all the things for the teasing of who's going to turn on who, It could happen. They could win the titles. Who knows? But a lot of people don't. A lot of people think that the Ring of Honor Tag Team Title match, guys, has nothing to do with this match. For the main event, it has everything to do with this match for the main event. There's a lot more story heading into that buy-in match than a lot of people think.
That's when the turn happens.
That should be when the turn happens, but who knows?
But
Maybe he's onto
No.
something, and
but then again, do you really want that on the pre-show, the 0 hour before the main show?
Well, actually, no. Well, here's the thing, dude. Whoever's gonna watch that buy-in is going to be fucking buying the pay-per-view because they have to see these guys in the main event.
All right, let's do this.
What's that?
I think he's playing 2K.
Oh,
no, I'm talking about the perspective of the buyer. After they watch the match, if it's good, let's do this. If it's trash, they're going to be complaining wanting their money back. But then again,
the buy-in's free on YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, the buy-in's free on YouTube, so you're just gonna be able to watch it. But most of the time, if people are gonna be watching the buy-in, you're gonna be buying the fucking show. And you know, the only thing I have a problem with this is that you're putting a gamble having your main event of the biggest show of your entire existence, the participants in your main event on the buy-in, and risking potential injury. Now, I pray to God it doesn't happen.
You just got Adam Cole back, goddammit.
I pray to God that doesn't happen.
You just got Adam Cole back, goddammit.
But people, you are risking it. You are risking it. Now, I'm pretty sure the match isn't even really going to be that long, you know? It just really depends on how they actually even book this thing. Because this was just fucking random.
As fuck.
But we'll see. I mean, you know, anything could fucking happen in this thing. But it is what it is. I'm just very... I'm just looking forward to seeing what happens. I really am. And whoever wins that main event is going to be fun. It's going to be great. And whoever wins it is going to be a great world champion, regardless. Do I think it? I don't know. Do you guys think MJF's time reign is over? I still think he holds this thing until the end of 2023.
I think. See, this is why I didn't want them to do MJF and Adam Cole so early, because I wanted Adam Cole to be the one to beat MJF. But like, I don't know. I still think
That's
he
what I
might beat
wanted.
him.
I've said that so many times on my TikTok.
I still think Adam Cole takes it up though. Oh no. But we'll see.
Maybe not here, but sometime down the line.
Yeah.
I mean, TJ, you've known me for the longest time. You've known me for the longest time here. I've been saying that Adam Cole should be the one to dethrone MJF, but I don't know if it happens here.
I don't think so. Yeah, if anything, if they run it back, it will be at a double or nothing. But here, I don't think Cole's going to dethrone him.
Because I fully believe he's taking that thing into 2024 for the whole bidding war thing. I fully believe that. And don't worry, guys. That whole bidding war of 2024, it won't fucking work. He's going to stay here in this company. I really don't think.
Because if he was really going somewhere, he wouldn't be playing it up like that. He ain't going nowhere.
Do I think he's going to show up in WWE someday? Yes, 100% sure. He's going to go to WWE. At one point he will. But
it's not now.
Here for the whole bidding war 2024, that's played up. That's played up. He's going to stay here. We don't know how long he's going to stay here, but he will stay here. But the segment was fucking great. I loved everything about that. So awesome stuff there. We then had this dumbass Texas Chainsaw Massacre death match. I don't even want to go over it because what the fuck happened in this? Like, what did we watch?
Let's just not talk about it. It was stupid.
Like, what did we watch? The wrong Jeff won.
Why did they put my boy Jeff Hardy in this situation? Why? Why? All people, Jeff Hardy. Why you put him in this situation?
Like, they built this as a one-on-one Texas Chainsaw Massacre death match. There was like 50 other people that were involved in this thing. Satnam Singh, Jay Lethal, the other guy, Sanjay Dutt, Karen Jarrett, who was fucking covered in
like barbecue sauce.
Whatever. I believe like fucking Matt Hardy was out there. Ethan Page was out there. Brother Zay was out there. I mean, this was just fucking ridiculous.
And Leatherface.
And then Leatherface chased off Karen with a legit chainsaw. So, like, terrible. Worst match in all of AEW's history. That this was fucking god-awful. Did not mean shit. And Jeff Jarrett won this thing. Which,
y'all better not ever disrespect Jeff Hardy like that ever again.
That's terrible. After the match, the referee presented a special championship to commemorate the winner of the match. And that is it. Like complete waste of everyone's time. It was just bad.
And then the wrong Jeff won. That's the worst part. At least if Jeff Hardy would have won it, it would have been okay, whatever. But Jeff Jarrett won. Come on,
bro. It was a complete waste of time. We come back from commercial break and TJ, Deontay, what time is it?
Well, for me,
I believe it's about
at this point in time. At this point in time, what time was it?
Your father's voice. Sean, I believe it's it's my mandatory. Give the women some time on the card time. God damn it! All right, throw Britt in there with who hasn't been used in a while. Allin, what is she called? The bunny now? Fuck it, we'll throw her in there. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah.
It's 9:30. Time for the women.
Also, what the hell did Allin and Julia Hart become a tag team?
That is a good question.
That wasn't Julia Hart. That was
Penelope.
That wasn't Julia Hart. That was
I thought that was
Penelope Ford.
I thought that was Julia Hart. I'm stupid.
That was Penelope Ford, and they've been together for quite some time, ever since the Butcher and the Blade joined up with Kip. So
I understand your confusion. They're both blonde, hot women, so it's understandable.
And they were wearing black.
Hey! You know what? Look, hold on 1 second. Before we get into everything, fuck Kyle Fletcher. I'm sorry.
What the
Fuck Kyle Fletcher.
Well, yeah, fuck Kyle Fletcher.
I'm sorry.
Fuck Kyle Fletcher.
You guys don't even know why I'm saying fuck Kyle Fletcher for,
No,
do
we
you?
do. We do. Fuck Kyle Fletcher for taking away all them fucking yams. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Because Kyle and Sky, that's what I'm...
Yeah.
Okay,
For
you
those
guys
in
know.
the chat who don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Kyle Fletcher and Sky Blue are a thing together, so fuck Kyle Fletcher, that fucking piece of
Yeah.
shit.
I'm getting the fucking chair, Tay. Tay, I'm getting the fucking chair.
Aussie
Oh, yeah,
Open's great. Aussie Open's a great tag team, but fuck
Phil,
Kyle
make sure
Fletcher.
you get your chair. Get your chair.
Qualifying match for the 4-way at Allin. Britt
Gee, I
Baker
wonder who's gonna
versus
win.
the Bunny.
Yeah, I wonder who's gonna win.
Dude, let's just be real here. Let's just be real here. I mean, you ever since this whole tournament was, to determine who was going to be in the 4-way, it was always going to be Sheeta, Tony, Britt, and Saraya. I mean, nobody thought that
You
the
ready
other
for my
people that
theory,
were...
Phil? Are you ready for my insane theory that just might fucking come true? Because fuck us. So I had the terrible thought during the match. What if Britt screws over Sheeta and joins the Outcasts?
That wouldn't even make no
Why?
damn sense.
It makes no sense
it
because
would.
she's not...
No, it would. Why? Because who's the one AEW original that every wrestling fan shits on? Britt Baker, making her an outcast because she's not treated fairly because everyone shits on her because she was the golden girl. So we don't like Britt because she gets handed everything. So what does it make someone when they get shit on by everyone else? An outcast.
Do
I
not
bet
give.
you Tony Khan probably thought
She's
that
not...
at least
But she's
once.
an AEW original.
Did they ever specify outcasts were former WWE people?
I
No.
mean, the
It's
people
just
in the group
first
are
thing
No,
that
but I mean,
happened
come
to
on.
you.
It's basically what they are.
If they never specified it on camera, we can't assume.
But they're not going to say outright. But they're not going to say outright, we're from WWE, fuck
Why not?
AEW.
MJF says WWE all the
Well,
time.
that's MJF. That's MJF.
And it's like
MJF is a contract year. He's in a
once.
contract year. He's in the final year of his rookie contract. He can say whatever the fuck he wants.
I'm telling you, Tony has thought that idea.
Don't give that man no ideas. Don't give
So
him no
if it
ideas.
happens at All
Don't
In,
give him ideas. He is right here.
Phil, if it happens at All In, don't ever ask me to join for another AEW review because I will come on here and immediately say, fuck Tony Khan, fuck this whole show, and leave. It'll be the
All
most
I'm
weird
saying
OTB
is don't
ever.
be shocked if Saraya fucking wins the championship.
Oh, she's winning.
All I'm
She's
saying
winning.
is don't be shocked if Saraya wins this title.
She's winning. She's winning. And I got a bad feeling Sheeta's gonna be the one taking the pin. Saraya's winning and Sheeta's taking the pin. I'm calling it right now.
This match was like what, 5 minutes, maybe at the most.
And I want everybody
Britt
who
won.
I want everybody who would shit on WWE for having 5-minute women's matches to keep that same energy for AEW. Keep that same energy. Because when they have a 5-minute women's match, oh, it's the end of the world. When AEW does it, it's all cool and dandy. Keep that same energy.
Oh no, people hate the women's division in AEW right now.
No, I know that.
It's
I'm talking
terrible.
I'm talking about as far as they be complaining that, oh, there's only one women's match on the card. Yeah, Tony Khan has one women's match every week at the same damn time.
Except for the last few times when they were in the main event, but that was due to damage control.
Yeah, that was damage control. That was.
But yeah, it's 9:30. Time for the women. That's what happens. Britt Baker won. Hi, Britt. Hi. I like you, but you know it is what it is. The Acclaimed were coming out to have a match, supposedly, but then they got attacked by the House of Black, and Billy Gunn's shoes got stolen. So
What?
yeah.
What is it with them stealing stuff? They stole Andrade's mask. Now they're selling Billy Gunn's shoes. Like, what are y'all doing? They got a mannequin back there or something? Shit.
Yeah, so they stole the boots of Daddy Ass, and yeah, that's it. Then they went to commercial break to quote restore order, whatever the fuck that means. Then we got to the main event. The Guns versus the Young Bucks. So, it's very interesting that they showed this match as the main event. But I mean, it is what it is. Match wasn't bad by any means. It's a Young Buck tag team match. A lot of super kicks. Nick Jackson doing that sweet fucking, ropes drop kick DDT type of thing through the ropes. Fucking great. I love Nick. Who's the better? This is a good question for y'all, and I'm pretty sure nobody cares either in the chat. But it's okay. Who's the better, Jackson, bro? Who's the better, Jackson, brother?
I think I'm gonna say Nick Jackson. I'm gonna say Nick, even though I can't really tell which is which.
Nick is the one with the lighter hair, I think.
Okay, cool.
I think.
I don't even think
Regardless,
they just look so much alike.
And I think, and they're not even really twins. I think. Yo, TJ, who's the better Jackson?
Matt.
Okay.
Yeah. I come through with hot takes. People think I was gonna say Nick, didn't you?
Well, Deontay said Nick, so
Wait,
I was like, okay.
Phil, ask your father who the better Jackson is. Ask him.
Yo, Tony.
What's up, son?
That's so fucking weird. Better Jackson.
Andrew, because I like to roll him up when I'm doing my lines.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell. You know what? Just go back to your office and do your thing, because I'm done
you
with
see
this
MJF
shit.
and Adam Cole, tell them stop clotheslining my fucking workers.
Nah, they can keep doing that, dude. They can keep doing that, and I better see a goddamn kangaroo kick on that show too. I need to see a kangaroo kick. We better get that goddamn kangaroo kick, because I want to see what the fuck that is.
Nah, for real.
But yeah. So I mean, we got this tag team match. It was okay for what it was. I mean, the Young Bucks won. I mean, it's the fucking Young Bucks. I didn't think they were gonna lose to the Guns. But it really wasn't what happened during the match. It's what happened after. Bullet Club Gold rushed to the ring to immediately attack the Bucks, laying out them before they were about to injure. I believe it was Nick Jackson, who apparently has a torn bicep. And the fucker's wrestling. Okay, he's going to get his bicep stomped in a chair by Juice Robinson up until the point where FTR shows up, and they took out the Guns. They did a shatter machine to Austin, and then they they tried to take out BC Gold and Robinson and White, but they hightailed it out of there. And then they were standing face to face with the people from, well, with the team that they're going to be facing at Allin, the Bucks. Things came to a close as the champs and challengers stared down at each other, and it faded to black to end the show. Cool, FTR saved the Bucks to end the show, but But we'll see what team really is the best of the best at Allin.
We'll see.
And that's how the show went off the air.
Yeah.
So, good stuff. I mean, like I said, the show wasn't bad by any means. It was just a Texas Chainsaw match that I really didn't care for.
Yeah. That was terrible.
So, all right. Not too bad. Not too bad of a show. We can honestly get the fuck out of here early. If you guys don't have anything else to say before we get the hell out of here, we can get out.
Buy your hornball merch. It's like, yeah. Go call your friend a hornball. Well,
Definitely do that. Definitely do that. Yeah. Subscribe to the Main Event Players Patreon. The link is in my bio. Linktree/TJ Gatsby. Y'all already know it at this point. And yeah, my birthday is next Sunday, August 20th. August 19th, we'll be doing a drunk stream on the Main Event Players Twitch and on my TikTok channel, TJ Gatsby. So make sure y'all tune in for that. And if you're watching on TikTok, I don't like to ask for them, but feel free to send gifts, you know.
It's fair. It's fair. I'm just trying to get a good consistent audience here because we're just trying to get to that 1K. Trying to get to that 1K.
We'll get there.
We'll get there in due time. And guys, look, I'm not trying to be I never want you guys to just spend money just to spend money. We did have the the liberty of the whole YouTube creator stuff. We finally have the ability to get super chats. That used to be a 1,000 subscriber thing, but they lowered the subscriber count or whatever and the watch hour time to access that monetization part of the whole show. So if you guys ever have anything to say about the show or basically anything that you guys want to talk about when it comes to pro wrestling or just anything, you guys can just just say what's up. Send us a super chat. We're gonna be if any super chats are ever sent to us, we will read those at the end of the show and just go over everything that you guys send us via super chat. And it's just going to be a great time to just get to know you guys, and we'll show you guys and we'll read out the super chats that are sent, and it's just going to be a great time. So that is a segment added to the show if super chats do get sent. So if you guys ever want to, it's never an obligation. You guys don't ever have to. But if you guys want to, there's always the option to do that. So, thank you guys. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you guys again for all the love and support on the channel as of late. On that road to 1K, thank you to our sponsor, SeatGeek, for being the sponsor of the channel. And we will see you guys on Friday. If you guys don't see a video tomorrow, you guys will see me Friday for the Friday Night SmackDown post show. All right, guys. Have a good rest of the night. Stay safe. God bless. Peace.
Deuces.